This is Two Shots and a Pint. Today I am excited because I am featuring a topic that was left as a suggestion on one of my social media accounts by one of my favorite people, Chiga Chalyan of 5.5 Twists. So she at one point watched one of my videos about wine with her amazing son Luis, who is a phenomenal piano player. And I do believe that Luis said that while wine videos are fun, why aren't people coming up with videos about chocolate chip cookies? Thing is, I do apologize, Luis. I am not a chocolate chip cookie expert, but I do know a thing or two about wine. So that particular conversation or comment rather inspired me to come up with a chocolate chip cookie and wine pairing. Now, thing is, after I've done some research, I realized that the best pairing for a chocolate chip cookie would be a Muscat. Now, Muscat typically comes in many different iterations, but typically you think about Muscat as a dessert wine. So when I found that out, I decided to make a couple of phone calls to one of my friends, George Joseph of Philippine Wine Merchants, who was gracious enough to hook me up with a bottle of Yalumba Museum Muscat. Now, since it is a ridiculously sweet wine, you typically want to serve something this sweet, this sticky in a port glass, which is something that looks like this. This is a port glass. Now, confession, I may have over poured into the glass today because I was kind of jittery when I was setting up my studio today. So, further explanation on how dessert and wine pairing works. Now, typically you want to have your dessert wine sweeter than your dessert, which is typically sweet on its own, right? Because the thing about sweetness is it brings out the bitterness of your wine and reduces the fruit characteristics of your wine. So fruit characteristics, you want that in your wine to be able to have a more pleasurable experience in your drink, right? So having said that, you want to start off with a wine that's already extremely fruity and extremely sweet, so that even if the sweetness would bring out the bitterness, right? It would be too sweet anyway to go too bitter. Does that make sense to you? So there you go. So having said that, we're gonna give this a go. To be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of sweet food. So, this is for Louise, right? So, by the way, the chocolate chip cookies we're having this afternoon are made by our wonderful housekeeper, Annabelle. So, yeah, it's beautiful. It's homemade, so it's not something that you can buy in a store. She came out with two versions, one of which is the standard milk chocolate chip cookie, and then you have a white chocolate chip cookie. So let's smell the wine. So it smells like prunes, it smells like preserved fruits, so that's pretty much what it smells like on the nose. It is very sweet and it kind of reminds me of dates, if that makes, not the date with your husband, your boyfriend, or significant other, right? Dates, the food dates, okay. So, having said that, let's give it a go with a chocolate chip cookie. She knows I don't like so much sweet food, so it's not ridiculously sweet. Let's try it with the Muscat. It was not so bad. Okay, I like the fact that, it kind of held its own against the chocolate chip cookie and vice versa. So that was a beautiful pairing, right? So let's see how it's gonna work with the white chocolate chip. Funnily, that's a bit more sweet. It also goes well with each other, but I kind of like how the chocolate interacted with the Muscat much better. So if you want one of these, the Yalumba Museum Muscat, I will leave a link below. so that you can be able to buy your own. So if you like our video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button. Please leave a comment below. And hey, if you have extra time, please look at our website, twoshotsandapint.com. Cheers!